Well, hello, and welcome back to A Course in Miracles. And be happy today that your will is God's. All right, that's the 10-second summary. The end, right? Mic drop. Yeah, your will and God's will are one, the same. And they've always been the same. And they'll never not be the same, no matter how long you delayed that. No matter how long you deny that, no matter how long you run around doing all kinds of other things, distracting yourself, racing down blind alleys, so to speak, chasing after the latest shiny object. Oh, yeah. So when I use the second person pronoun you, I am speaking to you, but I'm speaking to every single one of us. How? There is no distinction. There's no separation of any kind. So the reason that I lead today with your will and God's will being one and the same is that we've arrived at lesson 227 here in the workbook for students. This is my holy instant of release. This is my holy instant of release. Now, as you go through this stage of the workbook, there is, of course, the idea in bold, and then there is an italicized paragraph and a paragraph that's not in italics. And of course, the italics here in A Course in Miracles are a prayer that we can say, whether we say it out loud or whether we read it and say it in our hearts. By the way, it doesn't make any difference. I bring that up today because in that italicized language, in the italicized prayer, is a reassurance for us that God's will is ours. This is our holy instant of release. There is only the present moment, which begs the question for each of us, what the hell are we doing with that present moment anyway? I mean, what are you doing with the present moment? I mean, right now, you're watching this video, and I thank you for that. It's very helpful for every living thing. This is why I show up, turn the camera and microphone on, turn the ring light on, and hit record. Because I don't know who will be watching. When you extend love, when you share, yes, there might be people in your immediate vicinity or immediate recipients of that you're aware of. However, love knows no boundaries. You will inevitably and automatically end up touching people that you will never personally meet. They will never even interact with you, even liking a comment of yours or a post on social media, maybe never even an email. And yet we show up and extend love nonetheless. I never know who's watching. My job is simply to turn on this camera and begin to share with you. So I will refer you back to the text of A Course in Miracles for quite a bit more information about the holy instant. This is a theme in A Course in Miracles. And to put it as succinctly as possible, it is an instant where you set aside all of your identification with the ego, with the body, with everything that you define as you here in the world. It's an instant where you lay that aside and allow love, truth to simply be. This is available to each and every one of us. And what we call growth, personal growth, what we call spiritual practice is a series of events, moments in which we invite this, where we prepare ourselves for this. Because if we're not ready to experience truth with a capital T, then it might scare the holy crap out of us, right? And God is not cruel. So this will not be foisted upon you. If, however, you're ready for it, then you will make way for it. It's one way we could choose to look at spirituality, isn't it? Is making way. I use the phrase, and a number of other teachers worldwide use the phrase, getting out of our own way. Yeah, there's that. It's making way. Because truth simply is, love simply is, God is, always has been. We just haven't allowed ourselves to be aware of it. So this is yet another take on allowing. It's yet another take on getting out of our own way, is making way for the truth to be what it is. And rest assured, as you go through today's idea that God's will is yours. So please take heart in that.